In this video, I'm going to be unboxing my first dedicated basher, the Arrma Notorious. Let's go ahead and get it out. Alright, so just a real quick overview. Here goes the front of the box here. This is also the version 5, V5. I did go over that and make sure that I did get one of the newer versions of it. This is going to be inside of the matte black. It's featured here, but we won't have to worry about just looking on it from here. Let's go ahead and get it out of this box, and then we'll go over some of the features that are on the V5. Alright, so first thing that I see here, got our bag. Hopefully all of our accessories are here this time. Pretty sure they are. I really don't know what happened with the felony, but I'm pretty sure that was a... I don't know what that was. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab it from both ends. Lift it up out of here. Let's go ahead and start taking a look here. Alright, looks like we got the T3 radio. I heard that the original and a pretty good chunk of the run lines on the Notorious actually had a lot of lag, so we'll go ahead and have to try that out inside the first run. That's going to be another video. Again, I have to do one for the felony too, so I'm going to go ahead and get the first run out of the way on that. And then I got to go over some of the things that I did notice with the felony, some of the things that I did prior to my first run, and something interesting with the batteries. I still need to get a second run to figure that one out. Let's go ahead and get this. First of all, just like with the felony, it's not nearly as long, but it's big. And this is impressive. Wow. Okay. So I was thinking more along the line, like, you know, granite, right? Okay, the Outcast. Well, the kids have these. I've never had a dedicated basher. This was the only thing that I had bashed prior outside of my short course trucks, which obviously bash, but they don't flip, they don't stunt, they don't do tricks. So I wanted something to start doing all that. I wanted to start getting into the actual bashing. I wanted to start doing flips. I wanted to start doing all those things. So this was it. This is the ticket to me, mainly because, well, I have a lot of 6S parts from my Mojave, now the felony. Figured I'll just stick with the trend right now, and we'll go ahead and stick with the same style of platform. But let's go ahead and get this plastic off here and really take a look at this. Oh yeah. Again, looks like the matte finish on this one. I love it. Looks amazing. This is really going to match well with the felony, I think. So with the real steel body, they've taken silver underneath and they've sprayed the underside with silver, and then they've gone over the top with a matte black. In this one's case, there is also the blue. And what that does is, as you bash, as you bang it, as you scratch it, it's going to start simulating actual scratches and dents. Interestingly enough, sort of what I did with my crawler. Some of the paint had actually started flaking off on the inside. Instead of just simply replacing it with a new one that I had, I actually took paint from the inside, some silver, hand modeling paint, painted the inside. And as it starts scratching up, I'm going to layer it with some browns and make it start looking rusty as it ages over time and it scratches more. First thing I do got to notice is, wow, that suspension travel. The Mojave has a lot of suspension travel, and I'm used to that. This is pretty close, if not, it's more. And that's out of the box. That's without any kind of changes or anything done to it. I do have to say that is a little bit more down travel before I actually feel it needing to bottom out in order to protect anything from bashing. So I'm going to leave it alone, just like I did with the felony. Whenever I go out for my first bash, I am going to do my normal checks. I'm going to go over all of the wheel nuts and everything, make sure there's no fluids that have leaked out anywhere. I didn't see anything inside the bottom of the box, so I think I'm good there. Let's go ahead and get this body off. This is the new system, and from what all I understand, it's pretty much the same system that came in the Felony. It's going to have the same 150 amp ESC along with the 2050 kV motor. Now the gearing is where it's going to be a lot different. Same thing with the differentials. It's not going to share the same differentials as that did. But this, instead, everything is matched up, but it's got these huge wheels on here. Look at this. These are the backflips, the D-boot backflips. Looks like everything's on here good and tight. Again, I'm going to have to go over some pre-checks and everything just to double check and make sure everything is where it needs to be. But yeah, so you're going to have the new Spectrum system there, which means you're also going to, I assume, have the ability to swap out to a smart radio if you want, which I may do. And if you have the smart batteries, should be able to use that technology as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that. Obviously, I'm going to test this out first. All of the electronics, I believe, are completely waterproof to their standard. Always go and look up. Water resistant is about as far as I like to say it. I would say don't submerge it. Can you drive it in the rain? Yes. Can you submerge it? No. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. That's just rule of thumb with all of these. I've even had crawlers that I thought were completely safe, still weren't quite as waterproof as I thought they were. So everything that you see here is the truck ready to run. We got the radio. Looks like we got all the same bracing as before. Have to go through and check out what kind of shock wheels are in here. I may end up thickening those up before I take it on the first run. But I'm definitely going to be changing out camber. I always do that just because I do know that they like leaning one side or the other. And from the factory, they don't know what batteries I have. So my batteries may lean it in a different way than the other. And with wheels these big, I probably will balance them first just because of the size of them, and I don't want them throwing it all out of whack. I'm trying to learn bashing, so I want it to be as straight and true in the air as it can be. Let's go ahead and crack open. There we go. We got a 16 tooth speed pinion. Got a little bag of tools. Got some extra body posts. Looks like some shock pistons. Yeah, looks like it's going to be for having a different body, and then it looks like some shock pistons in there. Not sure if I'm going to change that out. I'm probably not going to change that out. Looks like I've got some more shims. Let me know down in the comments. I'm going to again check the clearance. My Felony didn't have any kind of differential gear clearance issues. This is the V5 Notorious. I don't know personally. I'm going to find out. But if you know, and before I get to it, before I get to do the first run, let me know down in the comments if you had a problem with the differentials needing to be shimmed or not. Let me know. That way I can maybe definitely double check to make sure. Got some stickers going on as per usual. Then we got our normal info sheet, just like on all of the 6S's, about your battery sizes and for your gearing and all of that. Yeah, no, initial thoughts, if I had any, I would have to say I am definitely impressed. This thing is definitely the monster stunt truck that I was hoping that it would be, and it's going to look awesome with the Felony. I can't wait to actually go out and bash with it. I can't wait to do some flips, start trying some of that, actually do some wheelies, other than on a Sinton or something like that. Something that can really hold a wheelie. So real quick, just going over some of the main features that are new inside of the V5 on here. We got the Spectrum SLT3 3-channel transmitter. We also got the Spectrum SR315 3-channel dual protection receiver. We've got a Spectrum all-metal geared waterproof digital servo. We've got the Spectrum Firma 150 amp smart waterproofed ESC, which is good for either 4S or 6S. Then we also have the Spectrum Firma 2050 kV 4074 brushless motor. That's going to be the same Spectrum motor that was also found inside of the Felony, among other models. First run, I am going to be trying to, I am going to run it on the Spectrum 3S batteries that I had for the Felony, just because it's also going to be another attempt for me to test some issues that I had with that battery, just to kind of see and get a baseline. And then I've got some other cheaper batteries that I was going to test, also in the Felony and the Mojave, just to get a better baseline, because I've already used those two as well. All metal differential outdrives and gearbox internals. We also have a aluminum anodized chassis. We have a wing here on the back that also has the wheelie bar sticking down. Got the heavy duty drivetrain here that you'll see that have these steel captured dog bones inside of here. That's also referring back to the all metal differential outdrives. They go directly, you know, inputting out to the cups and into the drive shaft. As far as batteries are concerned, you have EC5 connectors that are going to be compatible with the Smart Spectrum system. It does come with the jumper in case you do want to use one large 6S pack. I don't. Most of my plugs, I usually like keeping it balanced. Now in this, it has one battery tray, kind of like the Mojave, so I may start getting just bigger 6S batteries, especially if I start moving on to 8S, things like that. So, yeah, I mean, the thing looks impressive underneath. It's exactly what I was hoping it would be. We can go ahead and put the body back on here and take another look. To be honest, I can't wait to get out there and bash with this thing. The Felony is amazing and I love driving it, and I really want to go and drive it again, but this is going to be something that I can just kind of beat up if I want to. Kind of learn some other things that I can't quite get done inside of the Mojave in the short course world. So there you go. I think that it's impressive. I can't wait to get out there and get it. Links to the truck and everything that I'll be using will be down in the description. I do have a video coming up where I'm going to go over all of the changes that I did in the first run for the Felony, changes that I'm doing before the second run, and the testing that's going to go on with that. If you'd like to see speed runs on that, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'm not really all that interested in just doing speed runs with it, to be honest. But if you want to see them, I'll throw my hat in the ring. This thing is actually really, really impressive, and I can't wait to get out and just bash. Honestly, I just want to go out and just drive. Alright, that's the Arrma Notorious. I'm going to go ahead and get everything checked out, get a couple packs loaded in. I'm going to get the first run down. If you're not already, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the bell icon for notification whenever I put the video up from the first bash session with the Arrma Notorious.